Hi everyone. So today I wanted to share with you a little area that I'm planting right in front of the vegetable garden. As I have been sharing with you, I am trying to incorporate pollinator flowers and just regular flowers to add beauty to the vegetable garden. So we're going to plant up this little area right here. And before I get started, what I really wanted you to see is I always talk about being in coastal Georgia, but I just wanted you to look at the sand here. Or not the sand, our soil, but we definitely have sandy soil, and I always have to amend the soil. And basically, having sandy soil means that your nutrients in the ground kind of go and seep through really quick because it's like sand. And so I try to at least do a liquid fertilizer, an organic liquid fertilizer every 1 to 2 weeks, or and then around Memorial Day, May, and July, I try to do a slow release fertilizer. So I'm about a week late, but I have the flower and vegetable garden done already. So I went through each bed, weeded really good, and just put the slow release fertilizer on there. For the plants, I put the Plant Tone by Espoma, and for the vegetables and herbs, I put the Garden Tone, also by Espoma. But what we have right here, and I'll make sure I link my video of the what did I do? A plant haul, where we have some salvia right here, and we have 3 of those. And I go as far, like I lay everything out, but I go as far as using my yardstick. And I also link the video on how to read a plant tag for spacing. We also have the Dromeria Sea Thrift right here, and we also have the Dianthus. Now these have been in the pot and it's been raining for a few days now, so after I plant them, I'm going to give them like a nice little trim. But we have to amend our soil because it's so sandy, and I'll put in a little compost and a little slow release fertilizer to get started, and then I'll come back and put like compost on top. So let me go ahead and get everything kind of leveled out and amended, and I'll come back and we'll go ahead and get these planted because I had bought some extra flowers and I thought I could put them here, but I don't think the space is wide enough because I definitely don't want to crowd it, because the salvia and the dianthus, those are perennials, and the sea thrift, that is an annual. So let me go ahead and get everything prepped, and then I'll come right back. Okay, so this is why I have to pause the video and just come back to y'all. First, to keep it short, because within the last 30 minutes, I've lost a glove, and then I saw a worm on a plant, so I picked him off. So I just been back and forth. But what I wanted to come on here really quickly and show you is I went ahead and I amended my soil. And this is some of the things that I use. Now, this is hydrated lime. I like the pelleted lime, but we had this left over because my husband always mixes in the pelleted lime in the front, like on the grass. But at one point, I think when he went to go get it, they didn't have the pelleted kind, so they had this lime right here. So I'll just use some of that. I always use the compost, the black cow. I currently don't compost. That's something I'm definitely looking into. And I had a little bit of 10-10-10 plant food, the slow release that I put in there. But I want to show you guys this garden soil that I found in Jacksonville, Florida. And I got to go get some more, and I hope they have some. This is the Whitney Farms organic planting soil. When I tell y'all, I could tell a difference in like the texture of this soil. And between, I also use organic garden soil, but it's from one of the big box stores. But let me tell you about this one. This, you could tell a difference. You could really tell a difference. And it also contains kelp and alfalfa meal. But I planted one of the raised garden beds with this. It's so different. So I really need to either get back down and try to get some, or see where I can get like a few bags so that I can continue to use. So anyway, I hope it doesn't take me another 30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead, go get the shovel, dig my holes, and we'll go ahead and plant, and we'll see how everything looks. So when you work as slow as I do, I go ahead, and some of the things that I do is I dig out my holes and place it where I want it to be and just kind of look at it and rearrange it. But the purpose of me doing this is I kind of want to make it go like a, not a straight line back there with the salvia, but kind of like, what is it, like a half round shape. And then we have the sea thrift in the middle and the two dianthus. And I planted everything according to the directions, as far as the spacing goes. But as I looked at it, it seems like something was missing. So I have these drop and go Angelonia that I picked up off the clearance rack for the whole tray for $5. So I think what I'm going to do is put like one right here and one over there at that end, because I'm hoping everything really grows together tightly, because I want to do as less weeding as possible. So I'm going to go ahead, and I've amended my soil and everything's good, and I dug my holes. So I'm going to go ahead and get this planted, and then after I get it planted, um, I'm going to put some compost on top. I don't know if I want to put the cypress mulch on the top. I may. I'll have to see how it looks. Because I did put the cypress mulch. I guess I need to be consistent. I put the cypress mulch here for dahlias, and I also put the cypress mulch here, on the walking path and right here at the beginning where the garden starts. So, and that'll keep everything cool and moist, because we're just in June, and I know July and August are going to be hot. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a layer of compost on top, and I always like to do that so that the nutrients can also slowly seep down. But then I do have an extra bag of mulch, so I will put that on top. But before I put the cypress mulch in on top, I'm going to water it in real good and then layer that with the top. And I already see bees coming into this salvia, which is definitely pollinator friendly. Now, the carnations, maybe not as much, but I just love them. I think they're pretty. And I know how they grow. I did, make sure you follow me on Instagram, and I'll leave my handle. I grew these, not carnation. They look like carnations to me, but the dianthus. I grew those in a pot, and they got so pretty, so vibrant, full of color, and I just started to see them die. And when I did some further inspecting, it was a lot of snails that were in the soil in the pot. So I hope that this does not happen. So let me go ahead, get everything planted, and I'm gonna pause it again, y'all. Normally I'll speed it up, but I don't know. I guess I'm really like meticulous. I bring out the ruler and just start slow walking back and forth. So let me go ahead and do that, and then we'll water everything in, and then we'll see how everything looks. So I forgot real quick, right before I get ready to plant, is I take a little bit of the earthworm castings and I put it in my planting hole also, to give it like a good start and good nutrients. Also, that's another thing I want to start too, composting and like the earthworms. But I don't know. I'll have to do some research on that. But I just wanted to jump back on really quick and let you know that I do add a little earthworm castings to my planting hole. So seriously, I'm about to go and start planting, because just that quick, I went up to get the earthworm casting and I started pruning some of the leaves back on the tomato. So let me know in the comments below, what type of personality are you? I am one that, that's why I think it takes me so long, because I'm one that if I stop and see something on the way, I'll start doing something else. And like my husband, he is the type that he does not stop until he gets it done, and then he'll go with whatever else. And he keeps telling me to complete one project first before you start on the next. So let me know what type of person you are in the comments. Okay, I'm about to get this planted, y'all. So I wanted to show you real quick how everything looks before I start backfilling the dirt back in and trimming everything up, because we have a lot of the sea thrift. And I'm sorry if I said that these were an annual at the beginning. On the side of the container says it was a perennial, so I'm not sure. I have to go back and look at the tag, but a lot of these were really root bound, and I should have shown you what I do when they're root bound like that. Like here is a lot of the roots that I took off. When they're starting to get root bound and circling, I just take off that whole bottom layer and put it in the ground like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and backfill it with the dirt that I took out, and I'm gonna water it in, and then I'm gonna put some compost on top. But I am gonna get rid of the dead ones right here, and hopefully it'll give it a little jolt to get started back again, including the salvia back there. And it's partially my fault. We had a lot of rain and I wasn't able to get out here and plant it. And then so they've been in the pot maybe for like a week or so. So I'm gonna trim everything up real good, and then I'll show you the end results. But this is what we have so far. Okay, so as you can see, I watered everything in, and I just put a good layer of compost on top. I am still trying to decide if I want to put the cypress mulch. I'll decide that over the next few days. And then I also kind of went ahead and edged it off. I still have to get a little bit of this grass out the way, but this is how everything looks, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you like this video, please share it with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, we would absolutely love to have you as a subscriber. So please ensure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a video. Again, thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, bye-bye.